Hi there. So we've just restarted the meeting. It's live streaming now. John, you can actually go ahead and call the meeting to order again, okay?
Sure, thanks. Okay, this is the meeting of Committee of Adjustment for the Town of LaSalle, Wednesday, September the 21st, 2022. I'm going to call the meeting to order. When I call your name, can you please identify yourself? Jim Boscario.
Present.
Valentina Bernoni.
Present.
Vince Marcotte.
Present.
Teresa Nicodemo.
Present.
Ryan Tufts, Planning Technician and Secretary Treasurer of the Committee of Adjustment.
Present.
Alan Burgess, Supervisor of Planning.
Present.
And I'm John Lee. My name is John Lee. I'm your chairperson. All applications are subject to a 20-day appeal period. Any person desiring to appeal a decision of this Committee of Adjustment may, upon request in writing to the Secretary Treasurer, receive a copy of the decision to be used for an appeal. The fee for filing an appeal can be obtained from the Secretary Treasurer. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest tonight?
John?
Yes.
Just, I don't know if everybody else has, I've got a big thing in the middle of my screen that says this meeting is being live streamed.
Just hit
Am I the
got
only
it.
one? Pardon?
Just hit the got it button.
You sure? Because last time I went blank.
Should
Oh,
be good.
okay.
Just,
Good,
yeah,
you're good.
just pick that, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. No worries. Any disclosures of pecuniary interest? Seeing none. Could I have an adoption of the minutes from the meeting of August 17th, 2022? Jim,
So moved.
Vince, or Val?
It's fine, yeah.
And that carries. Are there, Mr. Tufts, are there any requests for deferral withdrawal tonight?
None received.
Thank you. Okay, we'll call the first application A0722, file 4145, John Ganzini, minor variance to allow rear yard depth for a proposed sunroom at 129 Bayshard. And Mr. Tufts is going to make a presentation on the severance application.
Okay, so we have a minor variance to allow a reduced rear yard setback for a proposed sunroom. The land is zoned residential 1. The proposed sunroom will not project any further than the current deck. As a result of recent discussions with IRCA, a permit will be required from their office, and we have not received any comments or concerns from any of the abutting property owners. So for the conditions of approval, the only condition that we would have is that the owner obtain a Section 28 permit from IRCA and that they have 2 years from today's date to obtain that.
Thank you, Mr. Tufts. Mr. Perry, I see you're in the room. You may now speak to the matter. Please introduce yourself and provide a brief explanation of your application. And please confirm that you've read and understand the staff report.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm Dan Perry from Diamond Home Improvement. I'll be representing John on this matter. So basically, my client's just looking to kind of extend that usage on their existing back patio as is right there anyhow, just to be able to get away with the bugs and still enjoy that nice sun as well.
Thank you, Mr. Perry. Committee members, any questions of administration? Sorry, committee members, any questions of Mr. Perry? Seeing none, any questions for administration? No. Do we have a motion for this application? Teresa? Val, all in favor? That carries. Thank you, Mr. Perry.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You as well. Next application, B1022, file 4146, Vlasta Vasic or Vacic?
That's it. Yes, sir.
Vasic, thank you. Application for consent to create one lot addition at 5960 Abbott Street from 5930 Abbott Street. And Mr. Tufts is going to make a presentation on this application.
Okay, so we have consent to create one lot addition, so it's went from this property to this property. Subject lands are also zoned residential 1. The abutting property owner constructed a fence and it was on the neighbor's property, so they've decided to sell the portion of land instead of making them move the fence. So the only condition we have for approval here would be that they provide us with a survey and that they have 2 years to fulfill the noted condition.
Thanks, Ryan. Mr. Bassick, you may speak to the matter. Please introduce yourself and provide a brief explanation of your application. And please confirm that you read and understand the staff report.
Hello, my name is Vlas Bassick. I live at 5930 Abbott Street. Approximately 2 decades ago, my neighbor at 5960 constructed a fence that turns out is somewhat on our property. We would just like to give that piece of land to them and make this official and be done with it.
Sounds great. Committee members, any questions of Mr. Bassick? No. Committee members, any questions of administration? Seeing none. Having heard any comments, concerns made by administration agencies and the public, is the committee ready to make a decision? Do we have a motion? Vince, second. Teresa, all in favor? That carries. Thank you, Mr. Bassick.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Next thing on the agenda, next meeting is November the 9th, 2022 at 5 p.m. There isn't a meeting next month. And do we have an emotion to adjourn? Val? Vince? Meeting's adjourned. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you, John.
Bye, everybody.